Good morning, students. Till yesterday, we have discussed that how, by the multiple cropping, farmers of the Palampur grow more than two crops in a year. Yesterday, we have discussed that many of the farmers are growing potato as the third crop for past 15 or 20 years. Now, see, some activities are given, and this is the homework also for you all. This is the question, first one given: is it important to increase the area under irrigation? Why? You have to write down the answer of this question, that why we have to increase the area under irrigation. Second one, you have read about the crops grown in Palampur. Fill the following table based on information on the crops grown in your region. So table is given here. See picture 1 point here, downside name of the crop given, month sown, month harvested, source of irrigation, either that is the rain, tanks, tube wells or the canals. Now you have seen that one way of increasing production from the same land is by multiple cropping. So yesterday we have discussed about it, that by the multiple cropping one individual can grow more than one crop on the same piece of the land. The other way is to use modern farming methods for higher yields. So there are two ways by which we can increase the production on the same piece of land. Yesterday we have discussed one, that was the multiple cropping, and one more is there, that is the modern farming. Now what is the modern farming? Yield is measured as crop produced on a given piece of land during a single season. Now before going to the modern farming, something is given, that how can we come to know that yield means production is more or less. So production is measured on the quantity of the crops which is harvested in a single season. Single season means either in the Rabi season production is more, or in the Kharif season production is more. Till the mid 1960s, the seeds used in cultivation were traditional ones with relatively low yields. So till the year of 1960, in our country India, farmers were using the traditional seeds, and because of the use of the traditional seeds, the yields or the production was very less. Traditional seeds needed less irrigation, and for the traditional seeds, the requirement of the irrigation or the requirement of the water was less. Farmers used cow dung and other natural manures as fertilizers, and in case of the traditional seeds, the fertilizers which were used by the farmers, that were either the natural manures or the cow dungs. All these were readily available with the farmers who did not have to buy them. So in case of the traditional seeds, there was less requirement of the irrigation, they were using the manures or the cow dungs. So these all things were easily available to the farmer, so they have not to purchase. Or in other words, we can say, in case of the traditional farming, or in case of the farming with the traditional seeds, the inputs which were used by the farmers for the cultivation of the crops, that were very less. But after the introduction of the Green Revolution, such scenario changed. How? See here. The Green Revolution in the late 1960s introduced the Indian farmers to cultivation of wheat and rice using high yielding varieties of seeds. But because of the Green Revolution, which was introduced in 1960 by the M.S. Swaminathan, now Indian farmers started to cultivate the wheat and rice of the high yielding varieties. Or in other words, we can say that after the Green Revolution, farmers started to cultivate the HYV seeds, means high yielding variety of the seeds. The HYV seeds promise to produce more greater amounts of grains on a single plant, and this was the benefit of the HYB seed, that if any farmer was cultivating the HYB seeds, they were getting the more production from the single plant. As a result, the same piece of land would now produce far larger quantities of food grains than was possible earlier. So, with the help of the HYB seeds, now farmers were able to get more amount of the crops or more harvest on the same piece of the land. HYB seeds, however, needed plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers and pesticides to produce best results. But in case of the HYB seeds, there was the requirement of the more water, there was a requirement of the more fertilizers, as well as the pesticides. Pesticides and insecticides, these are the two words. These are used to kill the insects and the pests, or in other words we can say for understanding purpose, germs. Higher yields were possible only from a combination of HYB seeds, irrigation, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc. So, if farmers were in the hope to get more yields or more production from the same piece of land, then they have to use the HYB seeds, more water for the irrigation, chemical fertilizers, as well as the pesticides. Yet, because of the use of these all, the production jumped or production increased in our country, but it had a bad impact also. How bad impact? We will see downside. Farmers of Punjab, Haryana and western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out the modern farming method in India. So, farmers of the Punjab, Haryana state as well as the western part of the Uttar Pradesh were the first who tried to cultivate the HYB seeds, or who tried to cultivate the modern farming. The farmers in these regions set up tube wells for irrigation and made use of HYB seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides in farming. So the farmer of these regions set up tube wells for the irrigation, made use of the HYB seeds, used maximum amount of the chemical fertilizer as well as the pesticides in the farming. Some of them bought farm machinery like tractors and threshers, which made plowing and harvesting faster. Some of the farmers which were rich enough, they also bought some machines for the farm activities like the tractors and the threshers. And with the use of the tractors and the threshers, plowing and harvesting became much easier as well as the faster. They were rewarded with high yields of the wheat, and with the use of all these modern farming inputs, now they were getting the more production of the wheat. In Palampur, the yield of wheat grown from the traditional varieties was 1300 kg per hectare. So in Palampur, when farmers were cultivating the traditional varieties of the seeds, the per hectare production was 1300 kg. But with the HYB seeds, the yield went up to 3200 kilograms per hectare. But when farmers started to use the HYB seeds, the production jumped up more than the double. Yes, see here, 3200 kilograms per hectare. There was a large increase in the production of wheat, and with the use of the HYB seeds, there was a lot of increase in the production of the wheats. Farmers now had greater amounts of surplus wheat to sell in the market, and now farmers have the more surplus amount of the wheats which they can sell into the market. Now here is also some activities. This is also homework. Yes, this is a question, you have to write down the answer. What is the difference between the multiple cropping and the modern farming method? Now see here, the following table shows the production of wheat and pulses in India after the Green Revolution in units of million tons. Plot this on a graph. Was the Green Revolution equally successful for both the crops? Discuss. So this table you have to draw on the graph. As I am knowing that in the mathematics class 8 you have studied how to draw the graph. So two things are there. One is production of pulses and production of wheat. Now see here table. After that we will see the third question. In 1965 to 66, the production of the pulses was 10 million ton. Production of wheat was also 10 million tons. 70 to 71, production of pulses 12 million tons. Production of wheat increased more than double, 24 million tons. 80 to 81, 11 million tons of the pulses, 36 million tons of the wheat. 90 to 91, 14 million tons of the pulses and 55 million tons of the wheats. And 2000 and 2001, 11 million tons of the pulses and 70 million tons of the wheat. So we can say that in case of the production of the wheat, this modern farming was very helpful for the farmers. Now third question, what is the working capital required by the farmers using modern farming methods? You have to write down that what are the requirements of the working capital for the farmers when they are involved in the modern farming method. Now one more is given. Modern farming methods require the farmers to start with more cash than before. Why? This we have to tell that comparison to the traditional farming, modern farming method require more input or more cash for the farmers. Why? Now some more activities given. During your field visit, talk to some farmers of your region and find out what you have to find out what kind of farming method, modern or traditional or mixed, do the farmers use. Write a note. Means you have to talk the farmers of your locality or of your village or of your region, and you have to don't tell, you have to write down that either they are using the modern method or the traditional method or the mixed farming. What are the sources of irrigation? Which sources of irrigations they are using? How much of the cultivated land is irrigated? Means how much of the cultivated land is being irrigated by them. Irrigated means either by the tube wells or by any other means of the irrigation. From where do farmers obtain the inputs that they require? This you have to also ask, that from where farmers get the input which is required to them.